Alrighty, so today is the day we are on week 4 of our heavy bench day. Last week's sessions, I think they went half and half. Some felt really good, and then the other half kind of eh. So we're going to be keeping that in mind and maybe tempering our expectations, and just gonna go ahead and say that maybe it'll be there today, maybe it won't be. The big 365. Let's see. Yeah, so we'll definitely see about that. Update the outline at least, but we'll have to wait for that top set to really get a good idea of our back off weights. Turning. Hopefully you got people that pop in pretty quickly. They don't miss it. Once we start to get warmed up, we're just gonna nice and quick. We're gonna go nice and quick. Let me see if I can. We're gonna change one more thing here. We'll drop that down one. Then yo, Clovis. Thank you for the positive energy. We're gonna see what we can do for today. Thanks for popping in at least, even if you couldn't stay. And I'll definitely be uploading this on YouTube at least, for sure. Thank you, thank you. Have a good day at work. I think we're going to focus on a couple of things that are going to make the session a little better. We have a spotter ready whenever things start to get heavy. We're going to stretch out the low back a little bit, just in between sets, because I've noticed on some of these really heavy max effort sets, we've been cramping up pretty bad in the low back. How much that makes a difference, who knows? But what the heck else are we doing in between sets anyways? I have not replaced the tape yet. I'm falling apart over here. Alright, so 245 up next. I finally got the haircut too. I've been like trying to get for weeks, so look good, lift good, or something like that. Like the weight of just the bar alone. The weight of just the bar alone is like typically around 45 pounds. I'd say it's typical just to, estimate that the bar is always 45 pounds. But there are like some trainer bars that are a little bit lighter. Oh, okay, yeah, yeah. So in addition, obviously, like we said, the bar is 45. These are kilogram plates. So the red plates are technically heavier than 45s. The red plate should be 55 pounds. So kilogram plates are a little bit different. They have 25 kilogram plates, which are the red plates, which are basically 55 pounds. And then the blues are like your conventional 45-pound plate. Yeah, so it'll always seem like the math is a little different. Arcane, what's up? Yeah, we finally got the haircut we've been trying to get. Big day today. We'll see how it goes. We'll probably take straight up to 287. That's also another reason why some days, like, my top sets might be kind of weird, like, or even my warm-ups, 287. It's like sort of an odd number. 332. It's because of kilogram plates. So 287 up next. Wow, that was sloppy. I hope that's not how it continues to do. Next will be 310. We'll load that up. No, you've been lifting a while and are young, but I'm still shocked by that weight. That's awesome. Well, I appreciate that. Yeah, we have been at it for quite some time. But hey, don't let age sort of set your limitations. Because there's plenty of people, you know, in their 50s or maybe even 60s that can do this same stuff. So 287 up here. No, not 287. We just did 287. 310 will be this next warm up. And then we'll kind of see from here. I'm assuming my last warm up will probably be 335. That should give me a pretty good idea of what we should hit. All right, come on. That wasn't too bad. Luckily, we have somebody that can spot us today. I'll be calling him down here for his guest appearance here shortly. Um, all right, this last warm up is pretty heavy, so I'm probably gonna, make sure that they're at least watching. And then next set, obviously have them spot me for realsies. So I'll be right back real quick. All right. 354. £28 heavier. Now this one you probably actually have to get behind. Let's go. All right. Too bad. So I kind of thought, based on the warm-ups, I was going to be a little bit more grindier. I think I could have loaded up to 5 more pounds and hit the 365, and it'd still not be that bad. So unfortunately, we're a little short of the 365 goal, but I'd rather not have to have my dad lift all the weight off my chest after he just got a shot in his elbow. I don't think he'd appreciate that very much. But 360 is good. It's only 5 pounds off, and it was a pretty conservative like new PR. Which, I mean, it's a lot of times pretty good to hit conservative PRs. They're easier to recover from, and you can get right back into training afterward. Yeah, that's good. I guess I lifted it that quick that you just missed it. Yeah, I mean, based off last week I hit, I think, around a 350, and it was a grinder, but I also did that at the actual gym, so slightly different setup, and I noticed, like, as I was pressing up, I hit the rack, so that might have kind of, like, screwed things up. Especially, like, my expectations going into today, because that set right there was no problem. So new PR, 360. Yeah, circumstances. I just didn't feel comfortable going for 365. That's perfectly fine though. We're on the right track, and just knowing that, you know, we would have had it is kind of good enough for me today. That's hype. That is very exciting. I'll definitely be going back and like uploading this one onto YouTube, and then like the VOD on Twitch for the people that want to see it, that missed it. So 360. Last week's was probably RP, like honestly in 9.5. I was really not expecting that set to move that good that we just did. And big improvements from the last time we did this block, which we hit 350-ish. And like it was a grinder, and it was kind of disappointing because it just matched a previous PR. So definitely happy with that. That was pretty nice. I'm gonna double check on the exact weight. So I had 90, and then these are 15, 120, 140s, and then yeah, so it's like right at 360. 359.2 to be exact. Now, I need to figure out what my back offs are. So what did we do? We hit 302. 302. We could do a 310 triple. It probably wouldn't be too bad. Which I think is actually this right here. Because, yeah. So we'll go ahead. We're gonna pull that up first. And then we'll put in what we hit. 360. I'm very excited about that. I know I didn't seem like it, you know, initially after the lift. But I was kind of disappointed because I feel like I didn't choose the weight properly. Like it could have definitely been a lot harder. But that's okay. Because we are very, very happy about that. Only being 5 pounds short from the goal is a good sign. Can't complain about it. I'll definitely try to get that up, everything uploaded pretty quickly for people that missed it or, looked away at the wrong time. Yep, if you're kind of newer, follower, viewer, you aren't following the YouTube, you are trying to get more stuff out on YouTube. So feel free to, go ahead and follow me on those social medias as well. Linked them in there. I kind of worked up. I'm like out of breath over here. Pre-workout is hitting. All right, so back offs 280 for 3 sets of 3. We're gonna slam through this. So I need a white and a silver. Did I calculate that right? 280. No, that's wrong. So we need the black plate as well. 265, 275. So I think we really tried and tested the bench blocks that worked really well for me. In the past, before all the tweaking, there was some pec discomfort, shoulder discomfort that would sort of pop up around this month of training when things got really heavy. But we kind of made some adjustments to some of the programming on this block, the previous block, maybe even the one before that, and I think it really was nice. It was a little bit less, but I didn't have any discomfort or irritation to kind of slow me down on a week like this week where we're getting heavy. The confidence is up still because we're feeling good, and then we can really capitalize. So yeah, no, this worked out quite nicely. I will say energy was actually kind of low today too. I was feeling quite tired, and I actually really considered taking a nap before the workout, but sometimes that backfires and you wake up like even groggier than before. So we just sent it. So basically what I'm trying to say is I'm not surprised if I fall off really hard on these back offsets. I know myself, and like I can hype myself up really good for a top set, even if I'm not feeling it, even if I'm tired. But then I drop off really hard, back offs. They feel like way heavier than they should be. Wowzers. It is. We're gonna replace the tape on this. We really are this time, I swear. On my janky light blocker. Alright, so we got 2 more sets of 3. And yeah, we're feeling pretty good. The road to 365-pound bench press is almost over, and then we're gonna have to update it to, I don't know, like 385 or something. So we're gonna try to dial in for these last 2 sets. Yo, Clovis. Because of that positive energy you sent me at the start of the workout, we hit a nice PR at 360 pounds. We should have taken 365, but I just didn't feel comfortable enough today. Shut down in the water in our building and sent us home to work remotely. Well, I mean, I guess that's not a bad thing. Do you track using a specific app? If you're talking about like workouts, programming, like what numbers I hit, yeah, I kind of just have like a Google Sheets thing that I do to keep track of everything. Yeah, 360. Yeah, so I'll definitely make sure to upload today's session on, VODs, YouTube, all that stuff. It's a shame that you are going home to work remotely to have to actually work. That is a bummer. Finish out the day strong. Yep, feels bad. we'll probably be wrapping it up, pretty quickly today anyways. I really just wanted to get the bench session in today. See you, Clovis. Have a good rest of your day. Yeah, we really just wanted to prioritize the bench portion since we knew we were going heavy, potentially PR. I don't really have a whole lot on the menu additionally, but we may do like one or two things after we get done with this last bench set. New haircut and new PR for the day. Very nice. They were both long overdue. Let's go. We did it. I actually did that set without wrist wraps. I realized I didn't put them on like kind of late and I just kind of said YOLO. This is another reason why we're going to be ending pretty shortly because I need to replace the tape on this thing. It's actually driving me crazy. So today, just kind of the not as exciting stuff. I think we'll throw in some pec flies. Like I said, I've just been doing those kind of lighter. And it's kind of been helping with some, maybe slight bit of discomfort. Maybe one other thing. Hey, yo. Boston, I appreciate the gifted subs. I'm sure they'll appreciate that too. I actually know both of them pretty well. Man, we're doing all sorts of celebrations. New haircut. New bench PR. Some new, gifted subs. Curtains, what's up? Good to have you in as well. I'm so curious how much TKP can do on Captains of Crush. I think you'll have to elaborate for me. For some reason, my small brain is not understanding what you're meaning by that. Oh, yes. No, you have said that before. TKP. Okay, cool. Captains of Crush. Standardized grip or okay. Yeah, so it's like I see what you're saying. So I used to work at Athletico as like a rehab aide a long time ago, and man, this was like when I was an undergrad, so it was quite a while ago already. We would always I would always compete with one of the guys there on the grip test. Can barely not get it. Okay, so you're like so close but so far away, type of thing. Austin, thanks again. Appreciate the gifted subs. Man, I just wish that I had more opportunities to get a variety of workouts in, and it's not like the same thing, or pretty virtually almost the same thing every time I stream. Besides maybe the difference in weights that I'm lifting. But one step at a time. As this sort of picks up, I'll be trying to get some more gym home, like at home gym equipment, so that we can sprucing things up a little bit. Yeah, man, I really don't think this thing's gonna want to stay. It's kind of being a pain today. Yeah, it's not gonna want to stay. I might just leave it how it is. So, Boston, how are things feeling? Have you been feeling a little bit better still? Just doing like full deep breaths at the very bottom, just to really like stretch it out, kind of like be able to relax a little bit. Good deal, good deal. Yeah, like I said, I think the last time you brought it up is I wouldn't be surprised like if the leg extension machine was sort of like that last thing to sort of feel better in terms of like discomfort. It's always good to monitor like your symptoms like as you're working out, but then also following, so like 24 hours later. Um, if it feels about the same, no worse, then like that's pretty good. That means uh do the same thing next week, and then maybe if that next week it feels good again, then that third week maybe you'll add like more reps, more weight, like sort of progress like that. Of course, a lot of people like sort of have a little bit of a misconception, and it might be the provider telling them this, but it's okay to have a little bit of pain like when you're rehabbing something. It is okay as long as it's within a comfortable range. At least that would be my advice. But it's sort of like an individual thing too. If people are like overly cautious about the pain, then maybe it's okay to not work into pain very much, but that is sort of a coping mechanism if they're trying to avoid it altogether. There's some fear avoidance going on, and you do need to sort of poke into things a little bit at some point. Man, oh man. I feel like our focus is maybe a little off today. Looks maybe a little choppy. Unless it looks fine for everybody else. We're just going to leave things how they are. We're not going to be going for much longer anyways. Alright, so we did 2 sets of the flies. We'll probably sort of like start to wrap things up. If anybody has like any questions, comments, suggestions, feel free to drop them in the chat. I'm going to start to kind of clean up a little bit. Pretty good with what we got in today. Bench PR, and then a little bit of like some tech flies. We do have a like decent size like moving job tomorrow, so I don't want to do like a bunch of biceps because I'll be doing that, you know, pretty much all day tomorrow. But I'm trying to think if I'll be able to do my workout stream on Thursday. I'm not 100% sure, but of course that would be the next day, and if not that, then Saturday is always a usual day. And we'll do obviously more accessory work on those days. See the pillow in the background now, hanging by a thread. I'm gonna go ahead and chop a light actually. No, that's too much. Well, we are finishing up anyways, but I don't want to blind you guys for the last little bit. All right. Well, that's pretty much it. Hit a big PR today. Got a haircut. 360 bench PR. I probably really should have taken. I should have taken 365. I think I would have had it. But you know, like I said, there are some things that maybe made me feel sort of uncomfortable taking it. Last week's session really was harder than I thought it was gonna be at around that 350 weight. And then, you know, I had my dad spot me today. He just got a shot in his elbow, so I want him to, you know, start to feel better. I don't want him to flare it up because he's having to lift 350 pounds off my chest. So yeah, pretty hyped day. New PR. Thanks everybody for, you know, popping in, watching, chatting. It's definitely a lot more full of energy when people are in here. You know, able to chat, and it kind of gives me some things to talk about, since it is kind of challenging to, you know, sort of like entertain or chat, you know, when there's not anybody giving me like any ideas or anything to bounce off of. So it's a lot of fun. Definitely glad that I've been doing this, and you know, I'll continue to keep doing it, and you know, hopefully make improvements as we go. Some stream PRs. All right, so thanks for the support. Thanks for you know, chatting, and then of course Boston. Thanks again for the gifted subs. That is awesome. Cold Beekeeper. You just missed everything. Well, you won't miss everything next time if you follow up and then you'll know when I go live. But in addition, today's session, it'll get uploaded like as a VOD, and then um, I'll upload this session onto YouTube too, because we have been trying to bring the road to 365-pound bench press to YouTube. I just thought it was a good idea, cool idea. So I'll go ahead and pop the socials in again. But yeah, feel free to follow up for more workout streams, and then we kind of talk about things like rehab, pain, injury, powerlifting related. That's what we like to chat about. We do some gaming every once in a while. That's really pretty much it. All right. That is all. So I'll go ahead and see you guys either Thursday or Saturday. I have to check the schedule. I'm not sure if Thursday is a possibility, but Saturdays are always, most likely a workout stream day. I'm gonna fix this little light blocker jankiness that I have, and I'll see you guys for the next one. Peace.